Let me ask you something honestly. Why do some videos get millions of views while others disappear online with almost zero attention, even when they are posted on the same platform and sometimes even talk about very similar topics? Most creators immediately blame the algorithm, posting time, or editing quality. Some even think they need expensive cameras or advanced software. But in reality, most of the time, the real difference comes down to what happens in the first few seconds of the video. Today, people don't decide if your video is good. They decide if it is worth watching almost instantly. When people scroll on their phones, they are not analyzing content logically. They are reacting emotionally. Something either feels important, surprising, useful, or personally relevant, or they simply keep scrolling without thinking twice. Attention has become the most valuable currency on the internet, and creators who understand how to capture attention early have a huge advantage. It is not always the biggest creators who win attention. It is not always the oldest channels or the most expensive production quality. The creators who win consistently are the ones who understand how to win the first few seconds. In this video, I will show you 6 hook styles that are dominating YouTube and short-form video right now, using real psychology and real behavior patterns. And at the end, I will give you a simple hook formula you can use in any niche, business, or audience starting today. The average viewer today scrolls faster than ever before, not because attention spans are disappearing, but because content supply has exploded across every major platform. Every minute, thousands of new videos are uploaded, competing for the same limited attention. That means every video now has to earn attention instead of expecting it. Your hook is essentially your audition moment. If you lose attention in the first few seconds, the algorithm does not get enough engagement data to push your video further. But if you hold attention early, distribution can increase automatically without needing extra promotion or ads. Hooks are not clickbait when done correctly. A good hook is simply a combination of clarity, curiosity, and emotional relevance. A strong hook answers one important question instantly in the viewer's mind, which is, why should I watch this video right now instead of scrolling to the next one? If you can answer that clearly in the opening seconds, you already outperform a large percentage of creators online. People do not hate marketing itself. People hate content that feels irrelevant or wastes their time. If your hook matches their problem, they stay. If your hook matches their goal or desire, they stay. If your hook creates curiosity about an outcome, they stay and want to learn more. Watch time has become the real growth engine for content distribution. Platforms reward videos that keep viewers engaged longer, not videos that simply exist online. As we move deeper into 2026, competition for attention will increase even more because artificial intelligence is making content production easier for everyone. This means standing out in the first few seconds will become more important than ever before. Creators who master hooks grow faster, while creators who ignore hooks struggle to gain traction even if their content quality is technically strong. Quality alone is no longer enough. Attention comes first, value comes second, and trust comes third. That is the new order of content growth. The first powerful hook style is called the problem interrupt hook. This type of hook works because it challenges a belief or exposes a mistake the viewer might already be making without realizing it. When people feel like they might be doing something wrong, their brain immediately shifts into attention mode because humans are naturally wired to avoid mistakes and protect their current progress. For example, instead of starting a video by explaining a topic, you might say something like, "Most businesses are posting content incorrectly and losing potential customers every single day." Or you might say, "You are leaving money on the table with your current marketing strategy and you probably do not even realize it yet." Statements like these create immediate curiosity because the brain automatically asks a survival-based question, which is, wait, am I making this mistake too? That question alone can create strong watch time, and watch time creates distribution because platforms trust content that holds attention longer. Problem interrupt hooks work best when they feel personal instead of generic. Generic statements feel like advertising, Personal statements feel like a real conversation, and conversations build trust much faster than traditional marketing language. When viewers feel like you are speaking directly to their situation, they stay longer and listen more carefully to what you say next. That is why strong problem hooks usually sound simple and direct instead of complicated and technical. Many creators try to sound smart, but successful creators focus on sounding clear and relatable. Viewers reward clarity with attention, and attention creates growth opportunities. Problem hooks work especially well in business, marketing, education, and transformation content because these audiences are already searching for improvement. When you clearly name a problem they already feel internally, they naturally want to stay and hear the solution. Future-based hooks work because humans are naturally wired to focus on what happens next and how future outcomes might affect their personal success, financial stability, and long-term opportunities. Most people constantly think about their future career growth, business stability, income potential, and relevance in a fast-changing market. They think about whether they will still be competitive, whether their skills will still be valuable, and whether they are moving fast enough to keep up with change. Because of this natural behavior pattern, content that promises future advantage instantly becomes more interesting and attention-grabbing for the brain. When people believe they are learning something early, they automatically pay more attention because early information feels like power and advantage. For example, over the next few years, smaller creators will begin outperforming many larger brands online. This will not happen because they have bigger budgets, larger teams, or more expensive production equipment. It will happen because smaller creators move faster, adapt faster, and connect with audiences in a more personal and authentic way. Large brands often move slower because of corporate approval layers, risk management decisions, and complex internal processes, while smaller creators can experiment and adjust quickly based on audience feedback and real-time analytics. People are naturally drawn to future advantage thinking because nobody wants to feel late to opportunity, and nobody wants to feel left behind in fast-changing industries. Future hooks create two powerful emotions at the same time: hope and fear. Hope that they can succeed early, and fear that they might miss an important opportunity. That emotional combination increases retention and watch time significantly because viewers feel urgency to keep listening and learning. Future-based hooks position you as someone who understands trends early, and audiences naturally follow creators who help them stay ahead and stay prepared for what is coming next. Story-based hooks work because humans naturally remember information better when it is connected to emotional experiences instead of raw data or technical explanations. From childhood, people learn behavior patterns, values, and decision-making through storytelling. Because of this, stories create emotional connection much faster than facts alone. When viewers hear a story that feels realistic or relatable, they place themselves inside the situation mentally, which increases emotional investment and watch time significantly because the brain processes stories as real experiences. Imagine a small business owner starting with zero online audience, no followers, no brand recognition, and no marketing experience. At first, their content gets almost no views and very little engagement. They question whether content creation is worth the effort and whether they should even continue trying. Instead of quitting, they start studying audience behavior, improving their hooks, and focusing on delivering consistent value through helpful and educational content. Slowly, engagement increases. Opportunities begin appearing, partnerships start forming. Eventually, revenue grows and confidence increases because they stayed consistent and kept improving. Stories work because viewers see themselves in the early struggle stage. Stories remove resistance because they feel human instead of promotional or sales-focused. When people emotionally connect to a story, they remember the lesson longer, trust the creator faster, and stay watching longer. Story hooks build connection and community around your brand because people feel like they are learning from someone who understands their journey and challenges. Data-driven hooks build authority quickly because numbers signal credibility to the human brain. When viewers hear statistics, measurable patterns, or performance data, their brain switches into logical evaluation mode automatically. However, strong data hooks do not overwhelm viewers with too many numbers at once. The most effective approach is using one strong statistic connected to real-world meaning. For example, most viewers decide whether to continue watching a video within the first 3 seconds. That single insight explains why strong openings matter so much in content creation. Data works best when it connects directly to real outcomes. Instead of saying engagement matters, explain how engagement affects growth, revenue, brand trust, or customer loyalty. When viewers understand real-world impact, data becomes emotionally meaningful instead of just informational. Data hooks work especially well in business, marketing, finance, and education content, where audiences expect logical proof before emotional trust. When done correctly, data hooks make you appear more credible, more professional, and more trustworthy. Secret-style hooks work because people are naturally curious. Everyone wants to learn something before other people know it. When viewers feel like they are learning insider information, they pay more attention and listen more carefully. People like to feel smart and prepared, and secret-style hooks give that feeling when used correctly. But the secret must be real and useful. If you promise something special but do not give real value, people lose trust quickly and may not come back to your content again. Think about how people react when they hear words like, "Most people do not know this," or "Almost nobody talks about this." The brain becomes alert. People feel like they are about to learn something important. That feeling keeps people watching longer. But secret hooks should never be fake or misleading. If viewers feel tricked, they stop trusting the creator. Trust is very hard to rebuild once it is lost. For example, instead of saying, "Here is how to grow online," you can say, "Here is the mistake most creators make that stops their growth." This makes viewers think about themselves. They start asking, "Am I making this mistake too?" That question creates emotional attention and keeps viewers watching. Emotional attention is stronger than normal attention because people connect it to their personal situation. Secret hooks work best when you talk about hidden mistakes, missed chances, or simple changes that create big results. Sometimes small changes in content style, hook wording, or posting timing can create large differences in performance. When viewers feel like they are learning something early, they remember you longer. And when people remember you, they return to your content again and again. Over time, this builds strong audience trust and long-term growth. Pattern break hooks work because they interrupt automatic scrolling behavior. When people scroll social media, their brain expects content to look and sound similar. Same camera framing, same speaking style, same editing speed. When something different appears, the brain pauses for a moment to understand what changed. That short pause creates your chance to capture attention and hold the viewer longer. This is why pattern breaks are used by many top creators across YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Pattern breaks do not need to be extreme or dramatic. Small changes can work very well. A sudden question, a different background, a voice tone shift, a fast visual cut. Even 1 second of silence can reset viewer attention. The goal is not to confuse viewers. The goal is to make them notice something is different but still easy to understand. When content is different but clear, viewers stay longer and watch more of the video. Many successful creators use pattern breaks without viewers even noticing. For example, changing background color halfway through a video, changing camera zoom slowly during important points, switching between close and wide shots, adding text emphasis suddenly when saying something important. These small changes keep the brain active and engaged without feeling overwhelming or distracting. Pattern breaks work because the brain is designed to notice change. When something unexpected happens, attention naturally increases. This gives your message a stronger chance to be remembered. The best pattern breaks feel natural, smooth, and connected to the message. They should support the content, not distract from it. When done correctly, pattern breaks can increase watch time, improve audience retention, and help your content perform better across different platforms and audiences. Most hooks fail because creators start explaining instead of capturing attention first. Many videos start with long introductions, logos, or background stories. But viewers usually do not care about introductions at the beginning. They care about value. They want to know why this video matters to them. If viewers do not understand the value quickly, they leave. And when viewers leave early, platforms reduce how much they push the video to new people. Another reason hooks fail is because creators try to sound smart instead of sounding clear. Many creators believe using complex words or complicated explanations makes them look more professional. But most viewers prefer simple, clear communication. When content is easy to understand, viewers stay longer and trust faster. Clear messaging almost always performs better than complicated messaging in digital content. Hooks also fail when creators speak too generally. When you talk to everyone, you connect with no one. Strong hooks speak directly to one clear problem, goal, or pain point. When viewers feel like you are talking directly to them, they stay longer. Personal connection increases watch time, and watch time increases content growth. Another common mistake is talking too slowly before delivering value. Many creators build long context before giving useful information, but modern viewers expect quick value. If they feel like value is coming later, many leave early. Good hooks give value immediately and then build deeper explanation later. Strong hooks are simple, direct, and focused on the viewer's benefit. The best hooks answer one simple question very fast. Why should I care about this right now? If your hook answers that question clearly, your video already has a higher chance to succeed. Instead of guessing hooks every time, you can build a simple hook system. This makes content creation faster, easier, and more predictable. A hook system means you follow a repeatable structure instead of trying to invent something new for every video. Many successful creators do this quietly. They build internal content patterns that they reuse again and again because they know those patterns already work with their audience. Step 1 is choosing one hook type for your content. This could be problem-based, future-based, story-based, secret-based, pattern break-based, or data-based. Each hook type works differently, but all of them are designed to capture attention quickly. When you choose one hook style and test it many times, you learn how your audience reacts to it and which version performs best. Step 2 is matching the hook to your topic. Not every hook style works for every topic. For example, story hooks work well for personal growth or business journey content. Data hooks work well for marketing, finance, and strategy content. Pattern break hooks work well for fast social media content, where competition for attention is very high and viewers are scrolling quickly. Step 3 is testing and improving. You do not need to be perfect on the first try. Even large creators test many versions before finding the best one. Testing is normal. Improvement is normal. Over time, you will see patterns in what works best for your audience and what does not. When you build a hook system, content creation becomes less stressful. You stop guessing and start using proven methods. And when you use proven methods, your content growth becomes more stable, more predictable, and easier to scale over time. Let's look at simple real examples that show how small hook changes can create big results. Many creators think they need completely new ideas to grow, but often growth comes from saying the same idea in a better way that connects faster with the viewer. When you change how you start your message, you change how people react to it. That first sentence is often the difference between someone scrolling away or staying to watch the full video. For example, instead of saying, "Today we will talk about marketing strategy," you can say, "If your marketing is not bringing results, this could be why." The second version speaks directly to a problem the viewer may already have. When viewers feel like you understand their struggle, they trust you faster and stay longer. Trust and attention together are what help content grow faster on most platforms. Another example is branding. Instead of saying, Today we will explain branding. You can say, if people forget your brand in one day, this is probably the reason. This creates emotional connection. The viewer thinks about their own business or content immediately. When people think about themselves while watching your content, they become more engaged. You can also improve hooks by making them more specific. Instead of saying, grow faster online, you can say, how small creators can grow faster than big brands in today's social media world. Specific hooks feel more real and more useful. Viewers trust specific information more than general advice. Small wording changes can create large performance differences. Most viewers decide in seconds if they will continue watching. When your hook feels personal, clear, and useful, your chance of holding attention increases a lot. And when you hold attention longer, platforms show your content to more people. Over time, this creates steady audience growth and stronger brand trust. In 2026 and beyond, strong hooks follow a simple order. Attention first, value second, trust third. If you remember this order, your content will improve faster and become easier to scale over time. Many creators focus only on content quality or editing quality, but attention is always the first step. If nobody stops to watch, the rest of the content never gets a chance to help the viewer. The first step is attention. This means you must give viewers a reason to stop scrolling in the first few seconds. This can be done by showing a problem they already have, a future result they want, a mistake they might be making, or a simple fact that makes them curious. Attention is not about shouting or being dramatic. Attention is about relevance. When viewers feel the message is about them, they naturally stop and listen. The second step is value. Once you capture attention, you must give real help quickly. This could be a tip, an idea, a simple explanation, or a clear example. Viewers stay when they feel they are learning something useful. If you delay value too long, viewers may leave before they understand why the video matters. Fast value builds viewer confidence and makes them want to keep watching. The third step is trust. Trust is built when you stay consistent, honest, and helpful over time. One good video can capture attention. Many good videos build trust. Trust is what turns viewers into followers and followers into long-term audience members. When viewers trust your content, they come back without needing strong hooks every time. When you follow this simple order, attention, value, trust, your content becomes easier to plan and easier to improve. Instead of guessing what works, you focus on helping viewers clearly and quickly. This is why many successful creators follow similar content structures without talking about it publicly. It creates stable growth and strong audience connection over time. One of the biggest mistakes creators make is thinking content quality alone will make videos grow. Many creators spend hours making perfect visuals, perfect editing, and perfect sound. But if the hook is weak, most viewers never stay long enough to see that quality. Attention always comes before quality. If people do not stop to watch, the quality never gets a chance to help them. Strong content only works when people stay long enough to experience it. Another common mistake is starting videos too slowly. Many creators feel they must explain everything before delivering value, but modern viewers expect quick value. If they feel value is coming later, many leave early. Strong hooks deliver value, curiosity, or problem awareness in the first few seconds. This gives viewers a reason to stay and listen to the full message. Another mistake is trying to sound too professional or too technical. Some creators use complicated words and long sentences thinking it makes them look more expert. But most viewers prefer simple, clear communication. When content is easy to understand, viewers trust faster and stay longer. Simple communication does not mean low quality. It means clear teaching and strong connection. The last big mistake is copying other creators exactly. Learning from others is smart. Copying exactly is risky. Every audience is different. Every niche reacts differently. The best creators study patterns, then adjust them to match their own voice, audience, and content style. When you adapt instead of copy, your content feels more natural and more original. Avoiding these mistakes can improve content performance faster than learning advanced marketing tricks. Often, fixing simple hook mistakes creates bigger results than improving editing, equipment, or video effects. Small improvements in attention can create big growth over time. The future of content is becoming more competitive every year. More creators are joining social media platforms. More brands are investing in video content. More AI tools are helping people create content faster than ever before. This means attention will become harder to earn, but it also means opportunity is growing for creators who understand how audience behavior works and how people decide what content to watch and trust. In the future, viewers will follow creators who help them understand fast-changing trends. People do not just want information. They want clarity. They want someone who can explain complex ideas in simple ways. Creators who can simplify information will grow faster because they reduce confusion and save time for viewers. When you help people understand something quickly, they value your content more and are more likely to come back for future videos. Trust will become more important than ever. Viewers will follow creators who feel honest, clear, and consistent. Posting regularly will matter more. Clear communication will matter more. And emotional connection will matter more. Technology will continue to change, but human psychology will stay very similar. People will always follow creators who help them feel confident, prepared, and informed in fast-changing environments. The creators who win in the future will not always be the creators with the best cameras or biggest teams. The creators who win will be the ones who understand attention, emotion, and trust deeply. When you combine simple communication, strong hooks, and real value, you create content that can grow for many years, build strong audience relationships, and create long-term brand trust. If this video helped you understand hooks and attention better, follow this channel for more marketing and branding tips. I focus on sharing simple and practical strategies that help creators, small business owners, and personal brands grow faster using smart content ideas and clear communication. My goal is to help you create content that people want to watch, trust, and remember so your brand can grow steadily over time. If you want advanced hook templates, ready-to-use content ideas, and simple script structures you can use in your own videos, comment hook below. I read comments and create future videos based on what viewers want to learn next. Your feedback helps me make better content that solves real problems for real creators and business owners who are trying to grow online. Also, if you have topics you want me to explain in simple and practical ways, write them in the comments. I check viewer suggestions when planning future videos. This helps me create content that is useful, practical, and based on what real creators are struggling with today. Thank you for spending your time watching this video. I truly appreciate your support. I hope this video helps you create stronger content, reach more people, and grow your brand faster using smart and simple marketing ideas. I will see you in the next video.